Hi Sagittarius. First of all, I just want to apologise for the fact that you and Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces were the only signs that didn't get the single spread for March. Unfortunately, I just did not have enough time, and by the time I found the time to do your reading, we were so near to the end of March that I thought it was best just to leave it and start now for April. So this is your ex-partner and single reading, both combined. As you know, I'm starting a reflexology course, and thank you all for your good luck messages with that. I really appreciate it. So because of time, I can't do the readings individually, so I'm combining the two together. And I've just finished the reading for Scorpio, and kind of while I was just sitting having a cup of coffee before starting your reading, I kind of came up with the idea that rather than drop the career and finance reading, which is what I did plan on doing, I'm actually going to incorporate that with the general reading. So you'll get the general reading and you'll also get the career and finance reading together. Now, I'm doing this slightly differently in the sense that I'm having the cards face down this time, and we're going to turn them over one by one as we go along. I don't know why, I just felt to do it like this. But the only thing is, I don't shuffle on camera for two reasons. One, because the upload time is absolutely crazy. And the minute I hit over 20 minutes, it takes hours for one video to upload. So I try to shuffle off camera to keep the time span down. Also, I need to purchase a tripod, because where I have my camera positioned, I don't have enough arm space or maneuverability to be able to shuffle on camera, and it would result in me constantly knocking the camera down. So for these readings, I'm not going to clarify the outcome, okay, but my plan was to clarify the general spread, but if I am going to incorporate the career reading into that, rather than keep pausing all the time and moving the camera away, it is now a possibility that I won't clarify those either. But certainly once I get a tripod, then that is something I will do on camera. So the ex-partner spread is still the same, okay? We have you on this side and your ex-partner here. The single spread, these three cards are going to be talking more about you, and over here is the possible energy that you can expect in the month of April. And I've pulled a romance oracle card for each spread. Now, what I've said to the other signs, what I've been finding is that I've either got repeating cards on both sides, or the two spreads are kind of blending in with each other. I think it was really only Libra that didn't have repeating cards, and their readings, you know, didn't blend as well together. Now, the object is the object is not to have the readings blend, but it's just so happened that that's how it seems to have worked out. So we're going to start with the ex-partner, okay? So over here for you, Sagittarius, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles talks more about a long-standing relationship. And being a 10, it does talk about the ending, you know, the ending of that cycle almost coming. Now, so it could be that we're talking about a relationship that you was in with your ex-partner, that you've been together for quite some time. It is possible that you could have lived together, maybe been married, have children, shared finances, you know each other's families, you know, because that's what the 10 of Pentacles does tend to talk about more, okay? it could also be here to symbolize that that was the type of commitment and the type of relationship that maybe you was hoping to have with your ex-partner. But for whatever reason, it didn't materialize. Now, the card they have is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is that energy of, you know, focusing on what's been lost, okay? An emotional loss. Sometimes the Five of Cups can be a card that deals with regrets, that can deal with remorse, can deal with the need that maybe your ex-partner feels that they need to apologize to you, or maybe they feel they need an apology from you, okay? Now, that won't be a message for all of you. It is just a general reading. But the thing with the Five of Cups is there is still two cups standing, which talks about, you know, your ex-partner and possibly somebody else. Now, it could be in regards to you, okay? But it could also be talking about a new potential relationship that's there for your ex-partner, but your ex-partner is still focusing on the loss of the relationship they had with you. And please remember, as I said, the messages can always go vice versa. Now, the next card you have is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is often referred to as the Truth card. The Page are messengers, okay? So it's somebody coming through to speak their truth. Now, that could be you doing that towards your ex-partner. It could be your ex-partner doing that with you, or you wanting to hear the truth from your ex-partner. The thing with the Page of Swords, though, is that when somebody's telling you the truth, there is that need there to question it. You know, that type, the example I often give with this, especially in personal readings, is if you're in a relationship and, you know, your partner comes home really late and they say that they got caught up in the office and they were working late. Maybe that is the truth, what they're telling you, but there's this kind of feeling in you that you become suspicious and you start to think and you start to ask more questions because you're not entirely convinced that what they're telling you is the truth. The other thing with the Page of Swords is it can often be referred to as that spying card because somebody's trying to get to the truth. So it could be here to highlight that maybe you're checking on your ex-partner, maybe you're viewing their social media. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's something that we've all done at some point. But it may be here as well to suggest that your ex-partner is spying in some way on you. They have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, he is the fastest moving knight. And he comes charging in with communication, comes charging in to speak his truth, okay? So maybe this Page of Swords is here to symbolize that your ex-partner is the one that's going to come charging in and speak some truth towards you. And you may feel the need to question that, okay? So keep that in mind. For some of you, you know, the Knight of Swords, it is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I still tend to see the kings and the queens more as people of a particular sign than I do the page and the knights. But nonetheless, we are talking about air energy there for those of you that are obviously interested. Now, moving down, we do have the moon there. And the moon deals with things that are hidden, okay? You know, the moon, it doesn't illuminate things as clearly as the sun. So we don't have all the information at hand. You know, the moon can deal with our fears, yes, but it can also deal with things that are hidden from us. You know, as I said with this Page of Swords, somebody speaking their truth, but somebody feeling the need to question it because they, you know, be it you or your ex-partner, there's this feeling of that somebody's not being honest or somebody is not entirely being as open or as truthful as maybe they should, okay? Or it could just be what you are thinking, Sagittarius, that you think something's being hidden from you when in actual fact it may not be. Just give me a second. I need to let my dog back in. 1 second. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, Sagittarius. So, you know, but what it's suggesting to me that whether it's you or whether it's your ex-partner, it looks like there is going to be some form of communication taking place in April. And obviously, it's not going to be for all of you. It's a general reading. Now, the card they have the Knight of Wands. So, again, this knight comes charging in, okay? And this knight is about passion, okay? It's fiery energy. You know, the Knight of Wands he looks for excitement. He's very adventurous. You know, people do say with the Knight of Wands that he is prone to coming in and out of your life, okay? So maybe for some of you that is how your ex-partner has behaved in the past. And you know, because they come in and out of your life, it gives you cause for concern and it gives you cause to wonder if what they're telling you is the truth. The Wands is your energy though. You are the Sagittarius. So maybe for some of you, this is the way you've behaved with your ex-partner, okay? But we've got two knights here suggesting action being taken because the knights are action and they bring things to us. So we've got communication there. And as I said, with the Knight of Wands, we've got that fiery, passionate energy. So, you know, look, in terms of reconciliation, I don't want to say, yes, you're going to get back with your ex-partner in April. But I do think for a lot of you, there's going to be this opportunity where you may hear from your ex-partner, or for some of you, your ex-partner may hear from you. Now, your Romance Oracle card is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Now, with this Five of Cups up here, maybe this is a message for your ex-partner. That maybe they are the ones that need to release and heal some things that have taken place between you both in the past. And they've got to stop focusing on what has taken place and start to realize that there could still be a potential relationship there between you both. You know, again, it could be for you, especially if you've kind of feel that they haven't been entirely honest with you, or you're dealing with somebody that may be prone to coming, you know, back and then leave and then back and then leave. You know, again, maybe there's some issues there. Maybe that forgiving and learning is just an independent message for some of you, okay? Now, over to the singles. These three cards, as I said, are for you. These are possible energies that may be coming through for you. So your first card is the Ten of Cups. Now, the 10, it does talk about coming to an end of a cycle. Yes, it does. But also the Ten of Cups, sorry, can talk about, you know, complete emotional fulfillment and contentment. Now, it may be that this is here because being single at the moment is something that is fulfilling you emotionally. Not everybody wants to go into a new relationship, so you may just be quite happy on your own. But the Ten of Cups could also be suggestive of a new relationship coming through that's going to bring that type of, you know, emotional fulfillment into your life. The card that we have here is Justice. Now, Justice is about resolution to things, okay? It's about justice being done in your favor, provided you have acted in a fair and just way. So, you know, maybe that with Justice being here and the Ten of Cups, maybe it is about you now starting to find your emotional happiness. You know, especially if in a past relationship, as I said, you've acted honorably and you've acted in a fair and just way. Maybe it is now your turn to find that type of happiness here. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about putting hard work, time and effort into something. For you, it could very well be, you know, that in the month of April, if you're single, you're going to be focusing more on your career, or if you're studying something, you know, it could be there for that. But for some of you, it could be that you're going to put, you know, time and effort into meeting somebody new, and maybe, you know, moving towards this type of Ten of Cups energy that we have up here. Then we have the Hangman. And the Hangman is the card about taking no action. Because what the Hangman, it can be about waiting for that epiphany. It can be about needing some fresh insight or needing to change your perspective on something. Maybe for some of you, you've been focusing more on your work and finances, and you haven't been putting any action or effort into meeting somebody new. You know, maybe for some of you, you have been emotionally fulfilled by being on your own and putting time and effort into your career, and maybe it's now time for you to start to change your perspective. You know, it's good, obviously, we have to put effort into our work, you know, we have to earn money, but you know, is that the be all and the end all? You know, is there enough time and enough space in your life where you can start to now think about meeting somebody new? Your last card is the Page of Swords. So we've got a repeating card here. And this is what I found with, as I said, a lot of the other signs, where there's been either a repeating card or the two readings have blended into one another. So as I said, the Page of Swords is about speaking your truth here, okay? It may very well be that somebody is questioning you. You know, it's strange that you've got the Page of Swords on both sides for you, okay, in both readings. Now, the card on the other side is the Emperor. Now, I don't normally mention the signs when it comes to the major arcana. But I'm going to mention it here because the Emperor is fire energy, being Aries, and some people say also Taurus. But on your ex-partner side, you have got the Knight of Wands, so you have got fire energy there, but yes, you have got air energy as well. So it could very well be for some of you that this may be in some way incorporating your ex-partner, because we have the fire energy there, and maybe for some of you your ex-partner was an Aries. But whichever way, the Emperor can generally be somebody that's older than you. It can often be a father figure. Okay, so it may not be talking about a potential partner. It may be that your father is going to be significant to you in the month of April in some way. But the Emperor also, he is in charge. He takes control. He's the ruler of his empire. And it may very well be, as I said, for some of you, that at this time in April, you're not going to focus too heavily on meeting somebody new. It may just be for some of you that you are going to speak your truth and, you know, speak your mind, maybe with that Page of Swords. And for you, your happiness lies with you being independent and focusing more on your career at the moment. Your Romance Oracle card says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So look, maybe for some of you, this Emperor is talking about either an Aries or a Taurus that may enter your life. And like I said, if that's the case, it could be somebody that is older than you. It may just be here as a reminder, as I said, that if you are focusing very heavily on your work at the moment, maybe you do need to start to explore the romantic side of your life and put some effort into finding somebody new. It could be for some of you that this singles reading is tied in some way to your ex-partner, in terms of that you do still have romantic feelings for your ex-partner and that those feelings are still worth exploring. Anyway, that is the reading, Sagittarius. I hope you like the way it's being combined, but for me to still deliver both of these readings, it's really the only way I can think to do it. So thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.